Hi, welcome to another episode of Interior Design with Rae, bringing you tips and tutorials for your home renovation journey. So today I'm going to show you this completed 3-room HDB apartment in Pandan Gardens. My clients have already moved in for a few months, and so they have graciously allowed me to take the video and some photo taking, for you guys to have a look, so that you guys know what to do or how to design if you have an apartment layout like this. So without further ado, let's take a look, shall we? Alright guys, so right now I'm standing at the main entrance. As you can see, this unit is the end or the corner unit. Okay, so you can see the long walkway corridor to the lift there. So in that sense, this is like a corner unit 3-room apartment. Okay, so the space is slightly bigger, okay, in terms of the square feet or the square area. Okay, let me just show you the entrance. When my clients have bought this place, it already came with this bought over corridor area. Okay, the main door used to be somewhere here, which is now being concealed by this storage cabinet, and then the windows were here. When they took over this place, okay, it's already open. Okay, so the previous owner have already done all the demolition work, okay, all the reconfiguration of this unit, and also bought over the common area here. So when I came in, my job was to redesign the whole place to give it a modern look. So from the previous video, you can see that this unit, when I first before I even started the renovation, it was very classic look. Okay, it's a bit rundown, a bit aged, okay, in terms of the design and the material used. So today I'm just going to show you what I propose. Okay, let's take a look from the entrance here. So at the entrance is the main door. There's some storage cabinet here, okay, because inside there's some piping. Okay, so this is a good storage. And over here is a shoe cabinet. Okay, right, and you can see that the design of the recess handle is this way. Okay, so it gives a very sleek look. So at the main entrance here, there is a 2-step going up. Okay, so this is a open living area because they have the window already here. So you can see there's a very nice view looking towards Pandan Reservoir. So what I did was to replace the flooring. So I give this a bit outdoor stone look. Okay, this is actually like broken marble, and the size is 600 by 600. It blends in seamlessly towards the living area. Okay, let's take a look at the living. On the right is the TV feature wall. Okay, this TV feature wall has no storage, okay, because it's not very deep. But over here, you can see I have cater storage for them. Okay. And over at this side here is where they put their internet. Okay, there's the Netlink Trust terminal, and the setup box will be here. These are the modems. Okay, so in order to remote control whatever devices that you have inside here, I've proposed this fluted glass panel. This glass panel actually hides or blurs a bit of what you put in there. I mean, except for this modem, which is white color. Okay, so this one can be shifted and then maybe put the black one in front. But anyway, this is to blur whatever that you have put inside. Okay, at the same time you can remote control. Okay, because your TV is here, all the power points are inside. And below the TV, you can always ask your carpenter to create a PowerPoint below, and then seal it up with a push down panel or a pull down panel. So you can see the main light of this living room is this cove light that's hidden inside the carpentry works. And of course, there's one more track light that is very modern, okay, very sleek looking. All these are magnetic baton light that you can pull it out and then reposition. Of course, you can always have a ceiling fan with a light, but usually I don't prefer to use a light here because the light color doesn't really blend in very well with the rest of the lights that I've proposed. And over here you can see I especially highlighted this beam area and also this wall. okay, because I have it consistently also painted at the dining area, so it follows the L pattern, okay, on the dining as well. So at the dining, this dining table is tucked against this peninsula counter because they wanted to have a space for their equipment. So if you look over here, okay, there's a flush fitted door towards the bedroom, okay, which is this one. Okay, so once it's closed, it's very neat. Everything flushes nicely. Aircon on top. Okay, and this is another panel. And this is a fixed panel, so I install a wall lamp. So as you can see, my design intent is to flush everything straight and flat all the way towards the kitchen cabinet. So you can see here, even the cabinet and the feature wall is flush. And of course, I created this pantry area for them. This is the coffee maker, okay, and I put in the downlight here. These are all just boxed up and painted to the color that I wanted. Okay, so over here is a pocket door. Right, so this pocket door is quite useful because it conceals the air fryer and the rice cooker, and of course not forgetting the microwave oven, the conventional oven, which are built in, and of course the space for the fridge. If you have watched my previous video, you will discover that how I push or how I hack away this wall and then I push the whole cabinet back into the bedroom behind, okay, so that I could achieve this very flush look. So once you are at the kitchen, you will find that the space is very spacious. You can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so about 2.4 meter width for you to work. This is very spacious for a kitchen. The old style HDB apartment always have a lot of more space for their kitchen. I kept it simple. There's the top mount cabinet and the base cabinet, and then I I conceal the washing machine inside or under the countertop. Okay, all these are built in. It's a built-in sink. Okay, simple hood and hob. Okay, this is not induction, this is gas. And as you go along, if you watch my previous video, you will notice how I conceal all this piping, right? There are a lot of pipings inside here. The original WC has also been shifted from this angle to this angle that's facing the entrance. This was done previously by the owner, so we just have to follow. Okay, but anyway, I give a totally new look to the bathroom and also created this shower area. So shower area has got this diamond-shaped tiles that I align with the shower head. Over here is the shampoo niche. Okay, because this is actually quite thick and not to waste the space or the depth, you can always create a shampoo niche. For the vanity, I kept it simple, just 2 drawers and then some mirror storage on top. Okay, let's take a look at the master bedroom. Okay, so you can see that the master bedroom has actually been enlarged because there used to be a storeroom here. I've removed it and then the space actually became bigger, and of course my client have their king size bed here, study table, and of course the fantastic view towards the Pandan Reservoir. And over here they have an open dresser, some open hanging clothes storage here, and not forgetting the room behind. Okay, this is actually like a walk-in wardrobe. Okay, and you can see there are 2 rows of full height built-in wardrobe. Okay, my previous video have also explained how I push the kitchen wall back and then I utilize the space to create the flush look at the kitchen, and also at the same time not to compromise the space here for their walk-in wardrobe. So if you look at the ceiling, there's this ceiling mount fan. Okay, my previous video I explained why I had this sliding, so that it doesn't, when you open the doors don't hit the fan. Same for here as well. I think this is something that you have to take note of. If you want to have a ceiling fan, then make sure that when you open the doors don't hit the ceiling fan. Okay, so thanks for watching the last part of this video. Okay, so I hope that you will continue to watch all my other videos, and of course remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and I see you soon in my next video.